Hello there. Today we're going to take a look at the 5 best 60Hz gaming monitors in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks. Then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a 60Hz gaming monitor. We'll put the links to all of the products we mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. Number 5. Samsung UR55 Series 28-inch IPS 4K. The Samsung UR55 has a nice 28-inch matte screen that'll reduce reflections even in a brightly lit room. It's an IPS panel, which means viewing angles are significantly better compared to a standard TN or VA panel, making this a much better choice for overall usage. The screen is virtually bezel-less, so if you're going to set up dual monitors, the border would be almost invisible. The monitor stand comes in 2 separate parts and requires assembly, but it's very easy to do. Unfortunately, the stand is not height adjustable, and although Samsung advertises that the UR55 can be tilted, it doesn't seem to be able to do so. It's also a bit wobbly, but that's a minor issue as the overall build quality is quite good, despite being made almost entirely of plastic. At the back you'll find a good collection of ports, including a 3.5mm headphone jack, 2 HDMI 2.0 inputs, 1 DisplayPort 1.2, 1 USB-C port and the DC power connection. It may not be the best 60Hz gaming monitor, but it really does a fine job. Number 4. Dell U3818DW. Moving on, we have another amazing 60Hz monitor. It's the U3818DW. It's a well-built ultra-wide model that offers passable ergonomics for its size. It performs fairly well overall, and it is a good choice to use in the office. It has an IPS panel that offers wide viewing angles, and when combined with a slight curve of the screen, you shouldn't have an issue reading text at the edges. The unique 3840 by 1600 resolution provides a pixel density similar to a 27-inch 1440p model, and text looks clear. The 38-inch screen also makes it easy to have multiple windows open side by side. It has a USB hub with 4 USB 3.0 inputs and a USB-C input that supports DisplayPort Alt mode, allowing you to display an image from a compatible device and charge it at the same time. It also has picture-by-picture and picture-in-picture modes, so you can view an image from 2 sources at once. Number 3. DELL U2720Q. If ergonomics are important to you and you want something with a better stand, look into the Dell Ultrasharp U2720Q. It doesn't have VRR support like the LG27UK650W, but its stand offers a wide swivel range. It's very similar to the LG in terms of picture quality. It has a 4K 27-inch screen with excellent grey uniformity, wide viewing angles and decent color accuracy. It has great coverage of the Adobe RGB color space, which is ideal for photo editors, and it displays a wide color gamut for HDR content. Unfortunately, it's not a great choice for darkroom viewing because it has a low contrast ratio, but this is expected from an IPS panel. On the other hand, it performs fairly well in bright rooms because it gets bright enough to combat glare, but it may struggle with direct sunlight on it. Number 2. BenQ EL2870U. When you're building a PC, it's tempting to invest all your resources into the guts of the machine. You want a system that can handle 4K graphics with all the in-game settings ticked up. But equally important is the monitor needed to display your favorite games in 4K HDR glory. The BenQ EL2870U is a 28-inch gaming monitor that won't break the bank. Although it's constrained to the limited viewing angles of its TN panel, it more than makes up for this concession in other areas. Its native response time is a blistering 1 millisecond, and the 4K TN panels are far better than the dodgy old 1080p TN fare. Meanwhile, unlike other monitors in its class, it touts a pair of integrated 2-watt speakers, perfect for late nights spent watching dumb videos on YouTube with your IRL best buds. Hey, monitors aren't just for gaming. Number 1. LG27UK650W. The LG27UK650W is a very good 27-inch 4K IPS monitor with a low input lag for gaming and great SDR peak brightness. It has very good color accuracy, wide viewing angles and a great resolution that'll display every little detail. Although the monitor supports HDR, it doesn't add much as it can't display a wide color gamut. It's more suitable for average lit environments where it can handle glare well, and in dark rooms blacks appear grey. Good monitor for gaming, the 27UK650W has an excellent low input lag and a fast response time. It comes equipped with FreeSync variable refresh rate technology to help reduce tearing in games, but it doesn't include a black frame insertion feature to reduce motion blur. Now that we've shown you the best 60Hz gaming monitors out there, let's talk about a few things you should look for before buying one. Hertz. Hertz or HZ is the number of images displayed per second every time the monitor refreshes. This means that a 60Hz monitor will refresh images and return 60 images per second, while a 120Hz monitor will return 120 images per second every time it refreshes. Basically, a higher number of hertz means you get more images per second, effectively creating a more fluid experience on your screen. A higher value basically means you get a smoother display, which matters greatly when gaming. Ports. You'll also need to observe which ports you'll need. Most current laptops, for example, use one or more of the following for display connections: HDMI, DisplayPort, USB-C, Thunderbolt 3. You'll want to double check to see if your chosen monitor can effectively connect with your laptop. Response time. Response time tells you how long a monitor takes to change individual pixels from black to white, or if it's G to G response time from one shade of grey to another. Longer response times can mean motion blur when gaming or watching fast-paced videos. For normal monitors, the highest response time you'll likely see is 5 milliseconds, while the fastest gaming monitors can have a 0.5 millisecond response time.